Think your carry-on is travel-ready for 2025? Think again. Under the new TSA Carry-On Regulations 2025, your trusted bag might get you flagged or even banned. Studies show that 60% of Americans unknowingly carry bags that don't meet the new sizing rules. But don't panic, there's a game-changing secret to avoid costly baggage fees. Stick around for point 2 and 7, where we'll reveal how to save thousands while staying TSA compliant. Number 1. The end of the 311 rule. Number 1 is a massive change that's going to revolutionize how we pack. The famous 311 rule is finally getting a major overhaul. You know the drill, desperately squeezing your expensive face wash into tiny travel bottles, playing liquid Tetris in that one quart-sized bag, and sometimes still having to throw away your favorite products at security. Well, those days are about to become history. The TSA is rolling out cutting-edge CT scanners that can create detailed 3D images of your bags. Think of it like giving your luggage a hospital-grade CAT scan. These machines are smart enough to tell the difference between your harmless shampoo and actual threats, which means we're finally moving beyond those restrictive 3.4-ounce containers. But here's where people are going to mess up, and I don't want you to be one of them. The biggest mistake you can make is assuming this change happens overnight everywhere. While major airports like JFK and LAX are getting these upgrades first, smaller regional airports might take longer to catch up. Here's your action plan. Always check your departure airport's website before packing. Keep those travel-sized bottles handy through 2025. If you're taking connecting flights, remember that your layover airport might have different rules. And here's a bonus tip that most people don't know. Even with these new rules, certain items like aerosols and gels might still have special restrictions. Always double-check the TSA's website for the latest updates. Number 2. Universal Size Revolution. Airlines are getting serious about enforcing their long-standing carry-on size requirements. Most major US carriers, including American Airlines, Delta, JetBlue, and United, have always specified bags must measure 22 by 14 by 9 inches, 56 by 35 by 23 centimeters, including handles and wheels. This isn't new, but the enforcement certainly is. However, there are some variations among airlines. Budget carriers like Frontier have their own requirements, allowing bags up to 24 by 16 by 10 inches with a weight limit of 35 pounds. The key point many travelers miss? Those handles and wheels count in the measurements. They've always been part of your bag's official dimensions. Those days of sweet-talking gate agents into accepting your slightly oversized bag? They're becoming a thing of the past. Major airports are installing automated sizing stations that make the final call. Think of it as a reality check for your luggage. No negotiations possible. Here's the silver lining. If your bag has always met the standard size requirements, you're already good to go. No need to worry about airline-specific rules for most major carriers. But if you've been pushing the limits with an oversized bag, that trusty carry-on might need to stay in retirement. Shocked about the new universal size limits? Bet you're wondering which carry-on bags will actually make the cut in 2025. Drop a new bag in the comments if you want our complete guide to TSA-approved carry-ons, including the exact measurements and our top picks that won't break the bank. Now, let's dive into another major change that's about to hit airports. Number 3. Weight limits. Enter the digital age. Airlines aren't just watching size anymore. Weight is the new battleground. Most carriers are capping carry-ons at 8 to 10 kilograms or 17.6 to 22 pounds, including your personal item. That laptop bag you never thought twice about? It counts now. Your purse? That too. The real game changer? Smart scales built right into the floor at check-in. Before you even reach the counter, the system knows if your bag's overweight. Already running in Frankfurt and Dubai, this tech is spreading fast. And those last-minute gate shuffles where you transfer heavy items to your pockets? The new automated systems track combined weights, so that trick won't fly anymore. Quick hack: many airlines have a secret media bag allowance that doesn't count toward your limit, perfect for electronics. But don't wait to find out at the gate. Once those floor scales flag your bag, you're either paying up or repacking right there in the terminal. Number 4. The new automated screening lanes. One of the biggest frustrations at airports is getting stuck behind someone who takes forever at security. In 2025, that's changing with automated screening lanes. These smart lanes can handle multiple travelers at once, and here's the best part. If someone ahead of you is taking their sweet time, your bins can actually bypass theirs. The real game changer? These lanes have special cameras that take photos of your items from multiple angles. So when the TSA needs to check something suspicious, they don't have to dig through your entire bag anymore. They know exactly where to look. Just don't make the rookie mistake of thinking this means you can be careless with your packing. Keep your electronics easily accessible and your items organized. Oh, and remember those stressful moments trying to grab your stuff while someone else's bins are crashing into yours? These new lanes automatically return empty bins to the start and separate out any bags that need additional screening. It's like having a traffic controller for your carry-on. Number 5. Medical liquids and baby formula revolution. Big news for parents and anyone carrying medical liquids. You're about to get a major upgrade in 2025. Let's talk about what's changing with medications first. Those days of trying to prove your prescription cough syrup isn't a security threat, they're over. The TSA is finally allowing regular-sized medicinal liquids through security. Just remember, while you won't have to transfer them to tiny bottles anymore, you'll still need your prescription or medical documentation handy. Now, for all the traveling parents out there, this one's huge. No more measuring and stressing about how many ounces of formula or breast milk you can bring. The TSA is completely removing quantity restrictions for baby necessities. But here's what most people don't realize. You'll still need to declare these items at security. And while you won't have restrictions on the amount, you do need to have an infant traveling with you to qualify for these exemptions. The best part? Those ice packs you need to keep everything cold, they're included in this new policy too. Just make sure they're frozen solid when you go through security. Partially melted ice packs might still cause you headaches at the checkpoint. Trust me, this is going to make traveling with little ones so much easier. Number 6. Personal electronic device changes. Another major shift in 2025, you won't need to remove laptops, tablets, or e-readers from your bags anymore. The new CT scanners can see right through your packed bag, creating detailed 3D images that show everything inside. This means less unpacking and repacking at security, and more importantly, less chance of forgetting your expensive devices at the checkpoint. What's really interesting is that these scanners can also detect if your devices are powered up or not. In previous years, you might have been asked to turn on your laptop to prove it's real. Now the scanner does that job. But here's something important. Keep your devices charged anyway. While you won't need to remove them, TSA officers can still request a manual check if something looks off. And for all you tech-heavy travelers out there, this also applies to cameras, external hard drives, and other electronics. Just make sure they're not buried under a mountain of clothes, while the scanner can see through your bag. Having your electronics somewhat accessible still speeds things up if additional screening is needed. Number 7. Special items and duty-free changes. The big change hitting duty-free purchases in 2025, you can finally bring those bottles through connecting flights. The new scanners can verify sealed duty-free items instantly, meaning your expensive airport purchases won't go to waste at your next security checkpoint. Same goes for special items like contact lens solutions, larger sunscreens, and liquid medications. No more measuring these essential items or trying to ration them for your trip. The TSA's new tech can identify these items quickly and verify their contents without the usual hassle. But here's the key thing: documentation is still crucial. While the scanners are smart, having your prescriptions or medical necessities properly labeled makes everything smoother. And those duty-free receipts? Keep them handy. The new system works best when you help it work. Number 8. Liquid testing goes high-tech. The old "take a sip to prove it's real" days are over. In 2025, TSA is introducing advanced liquid scanners that can identify the contents of your bottles without opening them. These machines can detect potentially dangerous liquids in seconds, even through sealed containers. For travelers, this means no more drinking your water to prove it's not something else, and no more tossing that expensive bottle of water before security. But there's a catch. Some liquids might still trigger additional screening if they have similar molecular structures to restricted substances. And yes, that fancy snow globe you bought might still need extra attention. The scanners are smart enough to differentiate between your contact lens solution and actual threats, but they're not perfect. Keep your liquids easily accessible and properly labeled. This isn't just about convenience, it's about keeping that security line moving smoothly for everyone. Number 9. Electronics overhaul. Your gadget game needs to change in 2025. Power banks, the unsung heroes of travel? Most of the high-capacity ones are getting banned. Here's what flies. Anything under 100 watt-hours is okay. 100 to 160 needs special permission, and beyond that, leave it at home. And those fancy scanners? They can spot battery sizes like a bloodhound tracks scents. But wait, there's more. Dead devices are now persona non grata at security. That means your phone, laptop, tablet, Everything needs enough juice to power up during checks. And count your devices carefully. Airlines now cap you at 15 to 20 lithium battery gadgets per person. Sounds generous until you add up your phone, earbuds, camera, spare batteries, and all those charging accessories. Pro secret: most travelers get caught by the total device limit, not individual battery sizes. And if your gadget dies during a layover, you might be watching your connecting flight leave without you. Welcome to the new age of power management at 35,000 feet. Number 10. Biometrics screening changes. Here's something straight out of a sci-fi movie that's becoming reality in 2025. The TSA is rolling out nationwide facial recognition technology to replace traditional ID checks. That's right, your face is about to become your boarding pass. No more fumbling through your bag looking for your ID while juggling your carry-on. But don't go leaving your ID at home just yet. Here's what people aren't talking about. You'll still need to carry your identification documents as backup. Plus, if you're not comfortable with facial recognition, you can opt out. Just be aware that choosing the traditional route might mean slightly longer wait times. What's really interesting is how this connects to the new CT scanners. Together, they're creating what the TSA calls a touchless experience. You walk through security, your face is your ID, and your bags get screened without you having to unpack half your life. It's about time, right? There you have it, the complete guide to navigating airport security in 2025. Whether it's new carry-on sizes, smart scales, or power bank limits, staying ahead of these changes will save you major headaches at the airport. And here's something exciting. I'm working on a complete guide to flying with pets in 2025, including the new TSA screening process and airline-specific rules. So stay tuned. If you found this guide helpful, hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay updated on all the latest travel changes. Trust me, you'll want to know about these updates as they happen. Drop a comment below with your worst TSA experience. I read them all. Until next time, safe travels.